Okay, now we go for hypertonic solution. Hyper means high. Okay, higher. Okay, again tadi hypertonic solution mean what is the high? What is high? Solution now. Solution A has high solute solution, low water potential. Okay, vice versa. Terbalik pula. Jadi, as you can see in the picture here, in the diagram, it has 1, 2, 3 solute concentration compared to solution B, it has only 1 solute concentration. So it has a high solute concentration. At the same time, it has a low water potential. Boleh nampak sudah pattern dari sini. Kalau dia high water concentration, it has low water potential. Kalau low solute concentration, high water potential. Okay. Again, macam mana? Kita terus pergi sini lah. Kita terus pergi sini. So now comparison. Solution A is hypertonic to B. Ingat mesti ada comparison. Solution ni dia, solution A compare dengan solution B. So solution A is hypertonic to solution B. Okay, jadi bila dia hypertonic, macam ni. Cikgu mau lukis dia punya jongkang-jongket dia punya seesaw. Okay, so solution A, solution B. Solution A, it has high solute concentration, at the same time low water potential. Lepas tu kalau B pula, it has low solute concentration, high water cikgu mau kasih vice versa ni sekejap. High water, okay, it has high water potential, low solute concentration. Okay, nampak tak apa yang cikgu confuse tadi di situ? Sebab cikgu kan mau lukis dia punya seesaw, jongkang-jongket. Jadi cikgu mau dia sebaris. Kalau kita bagi tahu di sini high solute concentration, meaning that it has a low water potential. At the same time, kalau B pula, dia high water potential, low solute concentration. Okay, so sekarang movement of water. Kalau movement of water, kita tengok dia punya water potential sahaja. If you want to know where is the movement of water, we look at the water potential. Okay, so water potential here is high, ini low. So bila kita buat link macam ni, high to low, jadi mestilah high gerak pergi low. So means that from A move towards B. That is why the arrow here you can see from A move to B, because at B it has high water potential, B it has low water potential. So dia ada concentration gradient of water potential. Boleh? Okay. So kita pergi next. So kita sudah tahu hypo, hyper, iso. Okay, isotonic, hypotonic and isotonic. So what the effects of this solution on the animal cell and plant cell? Okay, so in this situation, it wants to show you how or what happened. Okay, when we put, let's say we have a beaker here, and then we have this solution. Let's say this is isotonic solution. The isotonic solution, and we put in animal cell. Animal cell is represented by red blood cell. Okay. Okay, let's say sini kita tengok satu-satu. We start with the effect of hypotonic solution. Okay. So bear in mind, hypotonic means the solution is low. Mana sini saya mau contohkan. Sini means that for hypotonic, kita bagi solution macam ni. Okay, hypotonic, it has low solute concentration, aka also known as high water potential. Okay, and then we put in, okay ni lah, we put in red blood cell. Alamak, okay. Red blood cell. Okay, and then di luar ni ada ni lah, water. Cikgu, teacher kasih banyak dia punya water molecule supaya you have the idea it has a high water potential. Okay, before that, let's look at this term, intracellular fluid, extracellular fluid. So intra means intra, di dalam. Okay, surrounded, extra ni di luar. So it has the movement of water depending, okay, the movement of water across plasma membrane depending on the water potential of extracellular and intracellular fluid. Okay, so we look here, when, you can refer on your textbook, when the red blood cell are placed in hypotonic solution, water will diffuse. Okay, you must use a diffuse. Kalau move in, move out tu macam kurang tepat lagi. You need to use diffuse into the cell by osmosis. Okay, kenapa dia diffuse into pula? Because we assume that we know that hypo means it has a high water potential. Kan cikgu sudah beritahu tadi, kalau hypo, we want to say this solution is hypo, we must make a comparison. So we need to say the solution is hypotonic to apa? Sekarang kita compare dengan apa? Red blood cell. Okay, jadi kamu boleh buat ayat, the solution. Okay, the solution is hypotonic to the red blood cell. Mesti ada comparison. Okay, so this outside here, extracellular fluid is hypotonic to the intracellular fluid. Jadi since it hypotonic, it has a high water potential. So high, dia move pergi low, rendah. Sebab itu kenapa dia diffuse into the cell by osmosis. Okay, ini full name dia. Kalau kamu mau cakap the movement of water, you must say water will diffuse into the cell by osmosis. Mesti guna ni by osmosis. So bila dia masuk, diffuse, it will causing the cells to swell and finally burst. Okay, pecah. Finally burst. This is because, kenapa dia pecah? Because the plasma membrane is too thin to withstand the osmotic pressure built in the cell, build up in the cell. Macam kita assume balon lah, balon yang nipis, bila kita masuk pop, sebab dia ada osmotic pressure. And the burst of red blood cells known as hemolysis. And you can see here the term hemolysis only used for the burst of red blood cell. Okay, next we have hypertonic. Okay, what is the effect of hypertonic solution towards the red blood cell? Okay, now hypertonic. So hypertonic, kita ada solution, again solution, and then this is the red blood cell. So bila hyper kita means tinggi kan? Apa yang tinggi? High solution concentration, aka Kalau ini high, dia versus low water potential. Kalau low water potential di luar, maksudnya water yang mana high? Ini red blood cell. Dia comparison kan? Comparison bila kita buat ayat macam tadi, kita buat ayat the solution is hypertonic to the red blood cell. Jadi yang mana dia compare tu lah. Contoh, kalau the solution is low water potential, dia punya partner yang dia compare tu lah yang ada high water potential. Jadi high to low maksudnya yang dari dalam red blood cell will diffuse out. Okay, will diffuse out of the cell by osmosis. Kita tengok di sini. When the red blood cell are placed in hypertonic solution, water will move out of the cell by osmosis. Kalau kamu stop sejak water will move out of the cell, wait, no osmosis, salah, kena ada by osmosis. So when it happen, it will cause the cell to shrink. Kan kalau keluar-keluar dia mengecut. So the red blood cells undergo crenation. Okay, next, last but not least, the solutions of isotonic. So isotonic tadi kita sudah tengok. Kalau isotonic pula, it has the same dengan apa? So meaning that the solution is isotonic to the red blood cell. Jadi maksudnya there are no movement of waters. Because the concentration is the same. It has the same water potential. Tiada high, tiada low. Okay. Jadi tapi there are no net movement. Dia bukan no net movement. Maksudnya satu masuk, satu keluar. Dia macam ni. Kalau kamu tengok ayat yang the water diffuse into and out of the cell by osmosis at the same rate. So the no net movement. Dia macam, sebab kenapa kita cakap no net movement? Sebab kalau satu masuk, satu keluar, as if dia benda yang sama lah, tidak ada perubahan. So that is why the cell maintain their normal shape. Okay. So tadi the first one, kalau the summary is kalau hypotonic, the cell will become the water diffuse into the cell, cause the cell to burst. We call it hemolysis. Okay. If hyper, water will diffuse out by osmosis. Mesti by osmosis. Water diffuse out by osmosis. It will cause the red blood cell to shrink. We call it crenation. Okay, and then the last one, isotonic. What no net movement of water. So same shape. Okay.